What it do, y'all? It's King Crowder back with another edition of a book review that you need and must add to your collection. This one is by Spencer Johnson. And also this book is called Who Moved My Cheese? This book is groundbreaking because it tells you how to handle change, how to deal with change, and how to handle things that are unforeseen in your life. A little bit about the author. Spencer Johnson, it was an American physician and author. He actually speaks on how in the medical industry, you must learn how to handle changes to the body that are unforeseen. You must be willing to handle things that you may not know about, and you must have the ability to do things nervous or scared. Physicians in the medical industry have to do tasks that they may not know fully about or diagnose patients that have aggressive or different type of symptoms. He brought up the fact that this characteristics often happens, but those who learn to master and deal with that skill set early on learn how to adapt change. Change is such a hard subject for certain people because it truly is scary to most people. Changing your lifestyle, your eating habits, your wake up, your sleep programs is hard. People love routine. People love patterns. And to take away that pattern and say we must do something different is a hard thing to handle. I will say that if you learn how to deal with that more, you will be a better partner. You will do more and you will see better results. What I would like to say, one thing about this novel that is so good is that it teaches you how to anticipate change. One thing you got to be aware of is that anticipating what's changing as far as the environment, how the world's working on is so pivotal. One story that I think is kind of outdated in this book that is really prevalent now is when Uber started taking over the taxi industry. The taxi industry had plenty of opportunity to join or adjust with Uber, but their old way of thinking could not anticipate the easiness that new generations would rather have rather than pulling up their hand and fighting over taxis. They could not anticipate that consumers' taste and what they want would change. So they refuted the change and they paid a hefty fine for it to this day. I don't think I've ever been in a taxi ever in my life personally. I may have done it when I was young on, but right now from future tense and whenever I travel, Uber is the only way I travel. The taxi industry could have really had a chance to handle that situation, but because they sidestepped or was not aggressive with it, they came late to the party. The next thing that this gentleman brings up really good is how to adapt to change quickly. Number one, if a policy happens or you're at your job and you must do something different, instead of complaining about it or whining or saying, why do we have to do that? You must make that pivot and transition to what's going on. Because the moment you wait and you second guess yourself without moving towards that change, you lose grounding and you lose footing. This book brings up how you must cultivate in your mind to when transition happens, you must make it happen. If, ands, or but, no matter how you feel, you must pivot with the times. Such a beautiful step that I think I personally implement very well that I see a lot of people struggle to deal with. The third thing that was a very important fact that I loved about this book, enjoying change. What it means by that is that you must get into a habit of when that thrill or unknownness happens, you must look forward to it. You can have a scarcity mindset or I don't want to change, this is how I want to be. But having that mindset that I'm going to enjoy this next part of the process is very critical and very important. I think when he used the mice example in the maze, it broke it down so well because you will meet so many people in your life who hate change. I don't know why, but it's just like something in the air that is something different. And our first thing to do is to refute it. Especially in American society, you will see so much hate for change or something new that people just push back against it. The fourth point that I think that I really enjoyed about this book is it says to be ready to change quickly again and again. I think of that one Lyfe Jennings song that when his grandmother or his mother told him, the only thing that's constant in life is change and change. What it means by that is that change is not going to stop happening in your lifetime. If you don't know how to adjust and deal with the change right now, you will struggle. No matter what field you're in, no matter what curriculum you're in, no matter what you do for a living. The only thing that will remain constant in this world is the changes that will constantly happen and occur all the time. You must learn how to deal with it. You must learn how to approach it. And you must learn how to cultivate with it. Because those who cultivate with it will be the strongest and the best out of the group. My final complaint I would have about the book is I think it's a little short and nifty. I wish it was a little bit more in-depth as far as research and examples, but I think it was definitely a snack-sized book, less than 100 pages, that was detailed and efficient. I definitely think everybody should read this book, no matter what career field you're in. A lot of college graduates and high school students, most of the younger people get it, but especially if you're in your career, you must learn that Who Moved My Cheese book applies to us. Especially, as I would say, as adult transition into different phases of your life. Learning to deal with that change is a skill set that's unregarded and something that's not taught. But if you want to be able to handle that, you must know that change is something that is unavoidable. You must learn that your life is going to change, your lifestyle is going to change, your health is going to change, your body's going to change, the way your hair look is going to change. You must learn to deal with that right now. And my closing argument with this book is I think everybody should get it. The reason why, it's a must read, and it helps you understand that life is all about perspective and adjusting. It's King Crowder checking back out, y'all, with another edition of a book review of Who Moved My Cheese. This book is phenomenal. Teaches you how to handle change and how to deal with it. I really think it's a popular thing and a demand we need. I want to sign back out, so y'all comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep giving information as much as I can and as often as I can. I appreciate y'all. Peace.